All right. All right, we're going to do the win announcements for this week. Hey, everyone. Just wanted to go ahead and get in here before I go to bed. Really long day, really long weekend, and it was all great. And I'm just really excited to get to the week. But if you're listening in, tuning in, we had some major changes over the last month. And we've been doing win announcements to make sure that you are updated, abreast on all of these different changes. And if you're really like not into the win membership yet, and you have not actually purchased a membership, which means that you go from basic, which is absolutely $0, all the way up to being a corporate partner / sponsor. And we've had plenty of you come through and support us in the last month. So I just want to shout y'all out. If you go into the community group, you can see where we posted the shout outs for all the people who signed up, especially for Herstory Month, because this is an important month. If you're not showing up as a woman in business for Herstory Month, it's like this is our powerful moment, right, to shine. And we talk a lot about, I wish we could celebrate women all day, every day. Well, we do that here in the WIN community. But when Herstory Month comes around, it's like we big it up. So you'll see a lot more of our shares. Hey. You'll see a lot more of the shares. You'll see a lot more of our directory and our VIP listings and our corporate partners who have Okay, I'm really sorry about that, y'all. We were live and it cut me off because I was on my laptop. So I'm just going to continue here. I was just explaining that it is Herstory Month. We have lots of things that are happening in the WIN community, and it's been happening all over. Like we've been doing a lot of conversations. We have new conversations that happen. Shout out to Miss Ali Correa, the new WIN ambassador in New Jersey. She did her first clubhouse room this past week, and that was one of the best like mom rooms I think I have ever been in. I'm not a mom, but just hearing the struggles, talking about this in safe spaces has been really encouraging. So if you're a mompreneur, Ali is going to be doing that room every Friday. And so the way you get into our WIN conversations, which are basically the audio rooms and the live streams, we have WIN conversations across all of our social media channels. We have WIN conversations on Clubhouse. We have WIN conversations on LinkedIn. We have WIN conversations on Facebook. As we are now doing the live here, sometimes you'll see myself and Emma. You'll see Sarah, our programs manager, and Miss Ariana, our co-founder. You'll see other guests, special members, and VIPs and corporate partners. Y'all stand up. If you want to do a live or shout out and make sure that you get your business and what you're doing out into the world, our WIN conversations are amazing because they give you an opportunity to pull other members in, and it gives you an opportunity to connect with other members as well. I was just looking at one of our blogs that's going to go out this next week, and it was really so true about the power of networking when you actually are strategic about it in a way where you know who to network with and how to network. If you don't do that, it can be a really big waste of your time. And so we want to make sure that in this community, we give you at least some of that information and guidance. And so listen to those WIN conversations, give feedback, let myself and other leaders and people that are involved in those conversations know how you're resonating with that. That's what this space is about. Also, we have a few other things happening, which is really cool. Let me go ahead and pull this up, y'all, because I was like, there's so much happening in this community. Right now, we're doing the Herstory Month. So if you have not gone to the Herstory Month yet, we actually have a page that we put on. And listen, y'all, I told y'all I was going to put up the links in the last live, and I don't think I did that. So let me just go ahead and do what I can here. So I'm going to put in the link to the Herstory Month page. And this will give you an idea of what every single month we have a landing page that gives you all of the information of what upcoming events are happening. Even here in this live, if you hear this live and you're like, hey, I've been wondering if I'm a WIN member and how I become a WIN member and all the things that people ask, right? Randomly in the DMs and on stages, right? Make sure that you ask those questions like here in these lives. Ask those questions when you're on WIN chats with us, right? Get into a space where you learn how to ask openly, because there are other people in the community that you're also in that need to know the answers to the questions that you have. And they're not always comfortable asking the questions. So be the leader. We have lots of leaders in this community that have pretty much built their businesses from the ground up. So there's no reason not to be able to open up your mouth and ask or get involved, right? Also, if you want to get involved outside of, the WIN conversations, outside of like some of the Herstory Month things that you're going to see there, okay? When you go look at the Herstory Month, you're going to notice that we have fundraisers. We have, of course, membership opportunities. So we're doing the 0 membership, like it's a trial for anyone who wants to be an elite member. The basic membership, Sarah added that. She said that every single person that she was talking to was a little bit like confused, like, well, is it complimentary or do I have to pay? And we've always had, complimentary spaces for you all. But as we have built the nonprofit organization, as a nonprofit, not only do we get an opportunity to fuel, right, OPM, right, and these are dollars that are invested dollars to make sure that this community grows, whether you are, paying something or not, whether you are involved or not, we want to make sure this community stays around for the long haul. And so we created a nonprofit status that gives us an opportunity to not only benefit us to, grow our businesses and things like that, but it benefits people in the world. We've had people come through our mentorship program, which is another announcement. I have Miss Jenna Lynn. She'll be coming back and she'll be interviewing with us. We're going to be going live to talk about her experience after the WINternship program. She went through 3 months of WINternship program with us, and which is basically what a lot of you are seeing now, where we have added mentors. The WINternship program was just mainly, just to help and support the younger generation to make sure that they, when they get to this level that we're at, that they're already equipped. But we found that it was so effective and it was such a fuel for them that we kept growing that thing. And now we have mentors. So if you want to sign up for mentorship, I noticed that Sarah has really upgraded those SOPs, which are standard operational procedures that we have in our organization. If you have not looked at those, if you are a mentor naturally, you want to get involved, if you are a WIN member and you want to mentor or you want to learn how to mentor, we're growing that program. So we want to make sure that we can offer you as much support there. Make sure you reach out to Sarah, let her know you're interested in either being a WIN mentor. She also is the head of the ambassador program. So if you want to be an ambassador for any of our WIN leaders in any city across the United States, we want to make sure that you get in there. So if you want to sign up as an ambassador, that is like second to a city leader. You don't have as many responsibilities. And it is something that you have to be a member to do. So if you're not a WIN member, unfortunately, you can't be a WIN ambassador. But the good part is you can always sign up to become a WIN ambassador. So that's the best part. And we want to make sure that you get into that. Now, also, we have let me see, the ambassador program, the volunteer program. That is something that's pretty new. And we've been letting people know that we're offering opportunities for people to volunteer their time, their energy, their access. Sometimes people are not able to commit so much to a position, right? Like we've had leaders, we've had hosts, right? We've had different things that we've tried in the past to see like where our community needs to grow. And it's okay, nothing's perfect. But we found that the best thing is to really keep our board members in position, our staff members in position, right? So it goes from executive, board members, staff members, right? Then you have your WIN leaders, your WIN ambassadors, right? And then you have your mentors, and which are pretty much leaders in themselves, but also and then volunteers. So that's kind of how I look at that organizational piece. And I want to make sure that we all have an opportunity to, if you are looking for that support in those areas, that you just reach out. So any of those programs, reach out to Sarah, not me. All right, and I'm going to continue because I want to make sure we get to all the announcements. I know that there was an email that went out today for accountability, and a lot of people are saying, oh, I wish I could be held accountable. I wish they had spaces for that. I remember hearing this years ago, okay? And now that we've created the space, I'm really empowered by it, but at the same time, I want you all to start looking at what is in that space, right? So the accountability group, Ariana, our co-founder, she initially created this accountability call to get people really involved in what it is that they need to keep up with, right? You can get an accountability buddy. You can have accountability like tasks and challenges. So what we do in this week, every single week, we have an accountability agenda. It goes from Sunday. So today, if you're in the accountability group, you're supposed to be writing your goals in the group, right? And I'll be doing that myself because I have to stay accountable. So write your goals in the group, and then you need to prep for the week, right? So you're hearing these announcements, write down what it is that you really need to focus on, and then go after it, right? So if you need to become a member, go after it. If you need to become an ambassador, go after it. If you want to volunteer, go after it. There is no, there's no stagnation here. Then there's Motivation Monday. We have every single morning, we do a morning cup of inspiration at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to get your day started right, you got to get in this room. We have regulars that have been coming to this room for the last year, I want to say almost, and it's been amazing. We've seen the growth. We've seen the transformation. We understand what it means to make that sacrifice, but we're doing it together. And that's what's so important. It's like you can do it alone, right? Like you can go start your clubhouse rooms, or you can go, in your LinkedIn's, and you can go do all these things. But when you're doing it by yourself, it's just don't feel as good. So we have a community we call a family. Shout out to Miss Ernest Cummings, our corporate partner, because every single morning she has a beautiful story for us. And, we have people that call her auntie now. So it's just such a beautiful thing. So if you want to be in an atmosphere, that is also part of the accountability. So every single week, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you have a chance to come into this room and participate in the conversations. And then the Thursday, well, actually, I'm not Thursday, I'm on Tuesday. So Monday, you get motivated. Ariana has a motivation room on Clubhouse. Tuesday, we have poster challenges in the accountability group. Wednesday, you need to pair up with your accountability partner. So this is like for any project or task that you have going on. And then on Thursday, we post a check-in. So we say, like, what is it that we actually, are checking in on? It kind of is more like, what did you accomplish? And on Thursday, starting March 21st, so that's next week, I believe. Don't get it twisted. It might be another week. I don't know. I'm losing track of time, y'all. So next week, I believe it is March 21st, we're going to do a co-work every third Thursday of the month. This is so cool because it's going to be on Zoom. I actually contemplated about this for a long time. Like, so I want to add this. Is it a lot? Is it too much? But I need it. Like, I'm just like every single week, I want to have a space where I can sit in and literally complete the work that I said I'm going to complete, and just have that time to really focus. And so that co-working space is geared towards that. So if you have never been in a co-working space, if you're not sure if that's where you want to be, just check it out. Go in the accountability group, make sure that you, do all the things that we're talking about, right? Pair it with your partner on Wednesday and Thursday, co-work, and Friday, we celebrate the wins. This past Friday, I celebrated heavily. I had a lot of things on my plate. I accomplished a lot of them. Some of them I didn't. It's okay. I'm going to put them back on the task for this week. But that's the whole point of that accountability group. All right. Now, we do have, like I said, WIN conversations. I want to make sure that you all are abreast of those. There will be an email that is going to go out to you. I think it goes out at 10. So I'm not sure. These things are automated. So don't charge my head for this mistake if I get it wrong. But you'll get an email. It's going to tell you all the rooms that we have scheduled for the week. I do the morning rooms. We also have afternoon rooms. TC does rooms. We have WIN hosts that have done rooms in the past. Thank y'all for doing that. We've made some changes. So some of those hosts will not be hosts, right? Because we have to make sure that we grow the community. So we have a lot of things that we've transitioned. Some people could come along, some people couldn't. So if you find that there's a host that you really, really like, make sure you follow them because they may or may not still be having conversations in the WIN community chateau on Clubhouse. But because we are making so many changes, I'm gonna tell y'all, we've had new hosts come aboard. We have people reignite their conversations to bring back to the fold. And there are some real things that are happening that we want to talk about. So the mom room, the mompreneur room, I can't remember what the title was, but that is on Fridays. If you're a mom, we have never had a room for moms. So that is your call to action there. So just look out for the email. It'll come out a little bit later so you can see all of those details. All right. So I went over the accountability. We went over some of the information for the groups. We have several groups where if you're not in a group, that means that you probably are missing some information, right? We have the accountability group, which I already talked about. We also have a mentorship group. We have an internship group. We have a morning cup of inspiration group by itself. It's not pretty popular because we mesh a lot of the stuff into the accountability group. We also have executive team group and city leaders groups. All these groups are geared to make sure that you are very focused on what information you need to be receiving and how to engage with other WIN members. This is the back portal to our organization. So we call it the WIN portal. So when you go on your phone, you can actually go to the App Store and you can download Spaces by Wix. Okay. And I'm going to show y'all. If I can pull it up, I'll show you what it looks like. I don't think I have it on this phone. It's on that phone. But when you pull up Spaces by Wix, I'll just pull it up in the App Store for you. It will look like a blue box with spaces in the middle of it, the name. So I'll show y'all what that looks like. All right. So y'all see that blue box right there? It's crooked. All right. So that's Spaces by Wix right there. And when you click on that and you download that to your phone, it's so much easier than going to the website and clicking through to see, what is it that we're asking you to do. The portal is a direct access to see exactly where I'm talking about groups, events, meetups, right? In-person meetups. So we have a lot of things happening. And so that is really a focus area. So if you're going on a website looking for the WIN portal, I would advise you to go to the app instead. And we will be changing over to an official app, hopefully sooner than later, but we're working on that on the back end. So until we do that, just download that Spaces by Wix app so you can get all the information. The groups are only accessible to paid WIN members, so you have to actually sign up as a member. So make sure that when you download that app that you are a member so you can get into those groups. All right, I wanted to also make sure that we talked about the meetups and activities. We have events and activities every single week, every day. It's just like, I'm amazed all the time, right? We have the New Jersey meetup coming up. So if you are in New Jersey and you need to meet up in person, have a place where you feel safe and you are around other women entrepreneurs that want to exchange information. We've literally seen people walk away from almost all of our meetups with a connection, a good vibe, and also they move forward in connecting even more. I find that once you come to our in-person meetups, you end up being at another meetup like Ariana did. Ariana, she had one meetup and it was her meetup in Houston, Texas. And then whoever came to her meetup invited her to another meetup, right? And same thing with our other meetups in other cities. So I want to just encourage you, if you're in New Jersey and you need a place to just meet people in person, I hear that's a big thing now. Everybody's trying to get outside of their homes. Then we already have created the spaces for you. So go to the New Jersey meetup. Those tickets are selling fast. I looked at the sales and Sarah is like, she has created such a great community, a vibe up there that they have their own thing now. So I call them like the best hub. Atlanta, we have events coming up. Oh my God. Like we have the Overture. It's basically like professional networking with photography. We're going to be dressed up with glitz and glam. We're going to have the photo shoot. It's beautiful because it's at the Lux Galore Studios. I didn't even want to tell y'all that because honestly, the location really shouldn't even be revealed until you actually get your ticket. But we do have limited spaces for that. We have a couple of sponsors that have inquired about putting their sponsorship in. So if you want to sponsor anything from events to our conferences, because I haven't talked about that yet, but conferences, you can sponsor us through your logo submissions. You can sponsor us through our bougie bags. You can sponsor us through so many different ways. Because as a nonprofit organization, we look for things in so many various ways: donations, sponsorships, investments. Boom. Okay. And we also want to make sure that if you are in, let's see, New Jersey, Atlanta, Houston are the main cities that we're in. But we do have other cities that we have been in. And we will be reestablishing ourselves back in those cities. We have the DMV. We have, I don't know if Memphis was that great because Toria was there and we didn't have a big turnout there. So we may not come back to Memphis. But we're definitely looking to expand in some of the other areas that people have been asking us for. We did make it to the west side a little bit just to kind of peek in there, but we have not had an event yet. So we're really still looking for leaders to step up. We're looking for leaders to take advantage of the opportunity. Every person that has become a leader, every time I look around, they're making a connection that's benefiting their business, right? Because you get to stand out. So I want to make sure that we get more leaders who are looking to stand out. If you don't feel like you have an opportunity to do that and your business is good and you want to get more business and you want to get more exposure, become a WIN leader. But you have to fulfill those criterias. So I just definitely encourage you if you're looking at that, because we are looking for WIN leaders and you'll see some announcements and posts about that this week. I just want to make sure that you know that there are qualifications because we have done leaders for over 2 years. We have refined the process, and the leaders that we have right now are just freaking amazing. So I love how we have definitely, streamlined that process. Okay. And also, I didn't mention this before I even go into the conference this year, because we have our WIN community, our first meetup, large meetup, right? So it's a meetup conference in a way, Connect to WIN. And we will be doing a huge, I just did more of the walkthroughs for the hotels and talking to our lead organizer for this event, which is Miss Tiffany English. Shout out to our VIP. She came on LinkedIn one day and was like, oh, this is a great community. And the next thing you know, she's helping us plan our annual conference. So this year we'll have our first annual conference. If you are looking to go to that, number one, this is what I'll say. When we post that in the organization this week, we were going to post it in the Facebook group, and you'll also get it to your email. When you see that invite go out for the meetup, in this meetup, we have people that are flying from international orders. They're like, just send me the link so I can book my ticket, right? But we have to make sure that things are actually like well sealed together, right? And we're just waiting on a couple of pieces. But before we start to put out, the opportunity for you to book your rooms and get your flights ready, we want to make sure that you, number one, get a chance to see what the benefits are going to be, and also to get yourself on a wait list. So that's what will happen this week. This week, you'll see that there's a wait list that's going to go out. You'll be able to put yourself on it. And then once we actually launch that thing this month to make sure that you can go ahead and lock your spot in, then so be it. So just stay tuned for that, because I can't wait. There's so many people talking about that, and I'm like a little anxious about it, like, oh, it's coming. So yeah, so that's the WIN conference, networking conference, and we have panelists, we have awards, we have VIP stuff. It's just so much fun, y'all. And the hotel that I walked, y'all, like, I love the visuals, right? I'm big on like atmosphere. I'm big on energy, and I'm a little bougie, even though we don't, like, bougie is a mindset. It's an attitude. So we definitely are going to have a great time. And I'm looking at all the things I have. Like, I know Sarah, I'm not going to show y'all the final one because Sarah's been like really, really upset with me because she had to get y'all bougie bags for New Jersey this past week. but I'm testing out bougie bags, and we're doing like the large totes, right? So we're doing the large totes, and these are actually going to have all of your logos on it. So, and the one that I'm finishing up, well, not finishing up, the one I'll pick up this week, I will show you this week what it looks like, the final product. But this is what Sarah was asking me about. She was like, "Where are my bougie bags?" Right? So if you're a WIN member and you're getting your tickets for the upcoming New Jersey meetup, or the meetups that we have coming up soon, you will be getting your bougie bag, okay? And the bougie bags will have goodies in it, but it'll also show you, like, it'll also have our logo on it, right? So we do have our WIN logo, and this is an actual t-shirt. This t-shirt is actually going out to one of our VIPs. I'm not saying who it is, but every time you sign up as a VIP, we give you a gift, and we have gifts that have not gone out. So we're sending those out this week, next week, all month. We're just getting all of the back end stuff together, making sure that we deliver as promised. Okay. So if you haven't gotten like your WIN t-shirt yet, no worries. We haven't forgotten about you. Also, we actually have the hat that just came out, and these are things that are able to be purchased on our donation store as well. So if you go to our donation store, you'll see that we have, and I wish Tamisha was here because she has the white one. Okay. She took the white one, but well deserved because her event was absolutely fabulous. This is the black version, and then we do have one more color, which is the bluish. I think you guys have seen me wear that shirt, but only in the shirt version. We're gonna have that one. So white, that brand blue that we have for our organization, and then also the black WIN t-shirt. So those are going to be added to the store this week. We also have it's the bougie bags, the hats, and then the cups. So the mugs we just sent to New Jersey, and Jersey gets all of the latest everything because they're rocking and rolling so fast. So the mugs, I really want to make sure that we get those out to some of you. So if you've already signed up as a VIP and got your t-shirt, or you signed up and now those of you who will be signing up will be getting the hat, right? And we also have the mug that's going to be coming, and that is going to be the next thing. So just keep in mind, we have some goodies for you all, just in case you're like, hey, how can I represent WIN? How can I support WIN, right? You can get a t-shirt, you can get a hat, you can get a coffee mug, right? And you can represent us on social media. Listen, one day you're going to see me in my hat, right? The hat, the t-shirt, and the coffee mug. And I'm going to be sitting right here with you all, just kind of sipping and chilling. And I think that that's just where we're at. We're at a place where, we get to kind of sit back and really honor and enjoy the work that we've done. All right. And I think the last thing, the conference, I talked about already. I just want to make sure I'm covering everything for y'all. Feel free to ask questions if you have any. Sometimes, okay, I'm going to put here, you can ask your questions if you have any. And it's funny because most people are up at this time of night. I mean, it's interesting because I see the posts, I see the green light on activities, like y'all up. Y'all are definitely up. So make sure if you see this while you're up at this beautiful 9:26 at night on my side of the DST hour, that you make sure that you ask questions. Those questions will be there in the comments so that we can go over them throughout the week as well. Okay. But I just wanted to make sure we covered everything, y'all. I think I covered. It's a lot. It's a lot to cover. But one more thing. The community podcast. So we did air our first episode last week. Can't wait for that to come out for y'all this week. So you'll actually be hearing our first episode of our WIN community podcast. It's the Women Overcoming series. We do not play about overcoming our challenges, and we have so many women in this community that have not shared their story. So we're starting with the people that are most important, right? We have people that have supported this community, VIPs, corporate partners, sponsors. We've had elite members, now that they're called, people that have paid into their membership, and people that have shown up every single day for our community. You will probably see us reach out to you in your emails. So check your emails, right? because some of y'all I've reached out individually, so you've seen like the DMs that I sent you. But we are sending an email to everyone to invite you onto the community podcast as a guest, as a featured guest, as long as you are a WIN member. You have to be a paid WIN member from the elite and above. Okay, so I want to make sure that we are very aware of that. But this is a chance for you to share your story of overcoming. And we have so many places that you can really talk about your journey. But this podcast is nationwide, like it's actually international. So you get to be heard across every single podcasting platform that they have out there. And I'm going to post those in when we start advertising more this week about the upcoming episode that you'll hear, which actual podcasting stations we're on. Because once you see that, you're going to be like, oh my God, like I don't have to work so hard, right? Our job is to make sure that you have platforms you don't have to work so hard on. So become a WIN member and get into that podcast. I'm really excited. I have some more requests coming through for the podcast. So I can only take a limited amount of people. All right. So if you do see that opportunity, grab it. Okay. Because we're not taking everybody. But outside of that, I think we're pretty much done for the most part, y'all. I just want to congratulate all the latest individuals who signed up for membership. Let me just shout y'all out real quick because I've been telling people, sign up for the membership, get in there, right? We have a basic membership that costs $0. But, you know, if you're not committing to the process, if you're not committing to getting yourself into the membership, then there's no way for us to direct you. There's no way for us to really, really like get you in a safe space. And I know that sometimes that it feels like, okay, I gotta join. Yeah, absolutely. Because in order for us to give you the benefits that our community creates, you have to do something on your part. So you signing up as a WIN member instead of just being in a Facebook group allows you to see all these great perks and opportunities that a lot of the WIN members are experiencing. Shout out to Miss Ernest Cummings, our corporate partner, who experienced such growth in her business over the last month or so. Even more than that, but I mean, we've been seeing the actual like skyrocketing of that success. And we've seen her work with so many of you in this community. She is a mentor as well. So she's been able to coach some of you on different things. So I wanted to shout her out because she's an example of what we mean when we say show up, become a member, get in the business, and make sure that you are immersing yourself so that we can benefit you as well to help you go where you want to grow. A lot of times I'm hearing, you know, oh, I'm just trying to figure it out, Allegra. I'm like, that's what the community is for. It's not for you to figure out on your own. It's for you to network with people who can give you the opportunity to pick their brains, to get with them and promote things together, to partner up, to, I don't know, figure out what they're doing and ask the right questions or the wrong ones and see where you go. But I think that on top of everything, you have to make sure that number one, you are investing your time in spaces where you really want to grow. And I just know that the WIN has been amazing. All right. So when these final announcements, just to kind of wrap it all up, okay? WIN Roundtable Talk is coming up every first Tuesday of the month. So that's always the first Tuesday of the month. I didn't mention that, so I wanted to just mention that right there. We also have our the virtual networking event. So that's every third Sunday of the month. So our virtual WIN networking is coming up sooner than the other events. So I want to make sure that you are all signed up for that. I'll put that link in here as well. But if you're a little shy about, you know, being at in-person events, which we know a lot of people are, especially if you're new in business and you really haven't been able to acquire that confidence to be in the public eye and just talk about what you do, we create a space for you to either do it from a live stream, well, from a Clubhouse audio, right? So we do networking rooms there, but then we also take it a step above so you can go virtual, face to face on a Zoom call. And we do that virtual networking every single month on the third Sunday. It's at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. TC Okor is the leader in that space. She's been doing that for almost a year now. Shout out to TC. Okay, sorry about that. Internet is a little tweaky here, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. But what was I saying? Oh, whew, got distracted, y'all. Oh yeah, so virtual meetups. So make sure if you want to be a guest speaker, okay, guest speakers. If you are a corporate partner or a VIP, you can become a guest speaker anytime at our events, whether it's in person or virtual, right? Um, and host rooms, right? Host win conversations. You can do that if you are a member of that capacity, of that stature in those plans. But I also want to mention too, the guest speaker for the virtual meetup. If you are not a corporate partner or VIP and you still want to speak as a guest speaker, you can still do that. Like there's still opportunities for that. There's logo sponsored opportunities. So I'm literally going to list all the opportunities for you to support, whether you're a WIN member or not, for the virtual meetup coming up. And I'll drop that in the comments as well after the live. All right. But real quick before we end, shout out to Sandra Muriel, Nessa Shepherd, LaShawn White, Trinique Holmes, Bedroom Bully, Miriam Holmes, TC Okoro, we know TC, okay, Karan Fairweather, Sarah Curcio, myself, Ali Correa, I'm gonna get that right. Ernice Cummings, Beatrice Smith, Ale Cortina, Nakia Campbell, Tiffany English, Al Clausen, LaShonda Johnson, and Makita Rodriguez. Congratulations. Shout out to all of you for signing up as a WIN member and really supporting the mission of this organization. All right, that's all I have for today. Y'all keep it safe out there. Stay peaceful. I will see most of y'all in the, well, some of y'all, not most of y'all, some of you in the morning cup of inspiration tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you want to join us, feel free to do so if you are a member. Otherwise, I will see you on the next one announcement and throughout the week. So y'all have a safe night. Bye.